is over, and here we go. Super Bowl LXV number 65 is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Colbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
It's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will add to their first-quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And that'll do it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 65. Still 3 more to play until we crown a champion. 14-3, that's our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back and ready to go for the second quarter now at Super Bowl 65. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest in first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Colbert over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. They got 29 yards that time.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Back to throw. Colbert. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Was this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Here's Pierce diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved him until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards and a giant first down. And Charles, ho-hum, another year, another Super Bowl appearance for this head coach. He already holds the all-time record for most Super Bowl titles. And now here he is trying to bring home yet another.
And this guy's thirst for victory, absolutely unquenchable. Every year we think, okay, that's enough. He's going to go ahead and retire, move on, and give someone else a chance. But no. He keeps winning, and you keep playing, and you keep adding to your Super Bowl titles. Go ahead, give someone else a shot. Teach them how to play the game a little bit better, so maybe they can win a Super Bowl too.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No. What was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Colbert. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
No, when we think about big swings and scores before half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded at about the 28. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too did throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 53 yards. Well, he's been doing this this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
He'll look to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Giants will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Finding room at midfield. And someone. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this up to about the 44. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Colbert. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The final quarter here on the biggest stage of the biggest game of the year is about to come your way. 3 quarters in the books. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Another carry for Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down, Colbert. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and saying, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a 2nd player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Back to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Super Bowl. And the Giants are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely put in more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Colbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action. Colbert. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 89 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture. That your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.